this way out. And so I took it. And I drove down this road until I went through a great archway that said nothing on it, until I got through. And I looked back and it said, entrance insane asylum. And I didn't want to go back in there. So I drove down the road and it ended. And it ended in a parking lot that was filled with vehicles with no one in them. And I got out of my vehicle and looked around, and finding no one, I saw this path that went up the hill. After waiting around and not finding anyone for quite a while, I decided to take the path, and I saw two figures at the top of the hill. But when I called to them, they didn't see me, and they went over the hill. I followed the path to the top of the hill and looked down into the valley and saw these two figures entering a lodge-like structure. And so I went over the hill, down into the valley to this lodge-like structure. And when I opened the door, I saw it had no walls or ceiling, but it was filled with people, and they were all looking at me expectantly. But when they saw me looking at them expectantly, they all sighed and turned away. So I went up to one of these people and I said, "Can you tell me where we are?" And he said, "That's what we'd all like to know." And I went from one person to another in this great place until I had seen them all, and that's all they had to say. And then someone showed me a door. And I was walking down an endless hall filled with light. The floors and walls and ceilings were made of light. Little tiny mosaics of light that changed colors and hues and moved like moving pictures. And as I moved down this endless hall filled with light and moving pictures, I viewed all of the cultures of time, space, and energy. And then I noticed there was one light out. I didn't know where it was, but it was out. And as I attempted to conjure up a bulb to replace it with, I noticed there was no bulb there. And if there had been a bulb there was no receptacle to put it in. And if there had been a receptacle to put it in, there was nothing to hang it on. And as I looked into this place of no light, or that which appeared to be darkness, the whole hall followed me. And we moved in that which appeared to be darkness until one of us remembered to glow. And then more of us remembered to glow. And then we were walking down this endless hall filled with light. The floors and the walls and the ceilings were made up of light. Little tiny mosaics of light that changed colors and hues and moved like moving pictures. And as we walked down this endless hall of light and moving pictures, we viewed all of the cultures of time, space, and energy. And then we noticed there was one light out. And as we attempted to conjure up a bulb to replace it with, we noticed there was no bulb there. And if there had been a bulb there was no receptacle to put it in. And if there had been a receptacle to put it in, there was nothing to hang it on. And as we looked into this place of no light, or that which appeared to be darkness, the whole hall followed us, and then we discovered that as we began to glow, we became the hall of light, through which is moving the cosmic awareness.